Hi, what's up? Tony Gonzalez.
I guess I'm on.
I don't know if mine's that good.
Gonna soak down some pancakes, some bacon, and some eggs.
I enjoy just kind of laying around on the couch, not doing much.
Well, really never driven past Gary, Indiana.
Next thing you know, I'm on my back.
My grandfather was the president. He was overthrown by a coup.
CBS Sports presents the Sprint Halftime Report. Sprint, proud sponsor and avid fans of the NFL.
Halftime and our score, Cleveland up 8-zip. We'll return to Cleveland after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Drew Carey is back. The Power of 10 returns Wednesday, January 2nd on CBS.
NFL Sunday Ticket, brought to you by Bridgestone.
For drivers who want to get the most out of their cars, it's Bridgestone or nothing.
Rated T for teen.
You want to be a WWE champion? Well, choose your path.
WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. Now, control your own destiny with 8 unique WWE superstar fighting styles.
I win my battles through the air.
Discover each style's distinctive strategy with exclusive moves and abilities. Plus, experience the all-new Struggle Submission System.
It's time to play the game.
SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. How will you play?
I got you something.
I thought we weren't doing gifts this year.
Okay, well, I'm just going to keep this.
No, maybe we should. Look what I got for you.
Okay, that's not my name.
That is for you.
That doesn't say
I said it's for you, it's for you.
No, that's...
This holiday, give the gifts you'd love to get.
Like this exclusive Garmin navigation device. Plus, Geek Squad can set them up perfectly. That's WOW guaranteed, only at Best Buy.
Castaways remain. 3 tribal councils, 2 full hours, 1 ultimate survivor. Who will it be? The season finale and live reunion show, CBS tonight.
Isn't there a faster way you can do this? No.
Doing things faster means waiting less. And with Sprint, you'll wait less to make calls with unlimited calling starting at 7 p.m. instead of 9. For more ways to wait less, go to waitless.org. Now get the Motor Razr V3M for only $49.99 from Sprint.
The story from the beginning, the weather, and it has been wicked. Jamal Lewis has gone over 1,000 yards. He's had a huge first half. Special teams dominant for Cleveland. Phil Dawson. Wow, what a kick. The Cleveland Browns lead 8-0 at halftime here at Cleveland Browns Stadium as we prepare to start the third quarter. Gus Johnson along with Steve Tasker. First of all, very competitive football game for both teams. You were one of the great special teams player, if not the greatest special teams player of all time. And right now, this game belongs to the Browns special teams unit.
It really does. Phil Dawson made a couple of really good kicks. I thought the first kick he made going the other way was a good one. That last kick he made was epic. I mean, it was legendary. 49-yarder in a snowstorm in a game like this with kicking it out of 3 inches of snow is unbelievable. And of course the wind is always the nemesis for football teams, and that's what got the snap from Brian Moorman and forced the safety.
All right, let's take a look at the first half stats.
I think this is the difference right here. The 10 first downs for the Browns, only 4 for the Buffalo Bills, and the passing yards. The Browns have been able to do some things in the air that the Bills have not been able to match. And I think, Gus, you see one thing, the reason the Browns are able to do that is that they're playing like a team that knows they're good. They have confidence in what they do. The Bills have not proven that yet. I don't think not just to the league, but to themselves.
And a reminder, this game is brought to you in high definition here on CBS. So as we start the second half, Buffalo will be receiving Trent Edwards, third-round pick out of Stanford. Will come back on the field. He supplanted J.P. Lossman as the starter. He's won 4 straight games, 5-1 this season. And they feel that he has some intangibles, but this Buffalo offense, Steve, may have to open things up in this third quarter.
Well, they're certainly going to have to play better, whether their play selection changes or whether their philosophy changes. The Bills are going to have to be more productive offensively, or they're not going to get anything done.
Here's McGee fielding it. And McGee with the lane. McGee, Terrence McGee gets all the way up to midfield. A 33-yard return. Joshua Cribbs with the tackle, but there is a flag on the play.
And this one's going to come back. But I think that's an indication, Gus, that you don't want to kick it down the middle of the field.
Illegal block it back, 54. Return team, 10-yard penalty, first down.
That's the first penalty of the game against Buffalo. As we take a look at the playoff picture for the Cleveland Browns, it's very simple. A win today and a Tennessee loss at Kansas City, and they clinch a playoff spot for only the second time since Cleveland returned to the NFL in '99. 8-5 record now.
And the Tennessee Titans are losing to the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead today.
And the score 14-10, Kansas City. The Chiefs losing to the Broncos last week. They'll play Detroit next week.
And of course, if the Buffalo Bills lose today, they have no playoff picture.
First down and 10 at the 20-yard line. Edwards throwing on first down, looking for Evans, and he has it. Lee Evans makes a nice catch. It's a 5-yard gain in front of Poole.
You see there, Lee Evans just coming out, stopping it. You know, I think that's one thing. Just get something going in the passing game. They cannot rely solely on the run game. They've got to throw the football, and they've got to complete some passes. Even if they're only 3- or 4-yard balls, it forces the defense to think about it.
Second and 5 at the 25. And Marshawn Lynch running the football. And Lynch goes down, 12 carries, 52 yards for Lynch in the first half. Robert Smith wraps him up.
And it's just obvious, Gus, as the first half wore on and now early in the second half, the Browns just do not believe the Bills will put it in the air. And even if they do, they're not afraid of it.
So that brings up third down and 4 at the 26. As you take a look at the play selection, 20 carries or 20 rushing attempts for Buffalo, only 10 passing attempts. Lynch in the backfield. Here's Edwards with time underneath. Evans with the catch, and he's close to a first down. Lee Evans on a crossing route, stopped by Lee Bodden, and he gains 4 yards on the play, and that is a first down for Buffalo.
And 2 out of 3 plays in that first series has been passes, and 2 of them were completions. I think that's the difference. Lee Evans coming across the football field and just catching the football, leaning forward. And I'll tell you guys, you get a low angle shot from cameras in this state, you get an idea of what the wind is like, what the conditions are like, that you really don't see from a high angle.
Lee Evans now with 50 receptions this season. First and 10, and they run the football. Marshawn Lynch straight ahead. And Lynch trying to push the pile forward. He'll gain 2 yards on the play. Getting back to Lee Evans, he has 50 receptions this season, and he's the first Bills player with back-to-back 50 reception seasons since Eric Moulds had a streak of 8 from '98 to 2005.
Lee Evans, no question, is their #1 receiver. They need him to be great all the time, but you know, I'll tell you, Gus, it's really simple. To be great as a receiver, they got to throw you the football. And on a day like today, wanting to may not be enough. As you see, that's an idea of where the yard markers are for our viewers at home.
Second down and 8. Edwards over the middle, incomplete. He had a man, but Edwards unable to find Tim Massaquoi.
And this just on a crossing route, trying to find somebody. But this, you get an idea. Look at the conditions as you try and throw this ball. That ball was tipped and deflected at the line of scrimmage. I got to tell you, Gus, the defensive line of the Browns has been great today.
Edwards 5 of 12, 42 yards. Third and 8 at the 32. The wind and the snow kicking up once again. Draw play. Jackson hits the corner. And Jackson bottled up, taken down. Cameron Wembley gobbles him up. No gain on the play. So Buffalo remains conservative, and the Bills will have to punt it away.
Yeah, and that's just one more illustration of how the Browns just don't believe the Bills are good enough to throw the football in these conditions, and they don't care if they're sound in the secondary or not. They're going to stop the run first and dare Trent Edwards to throw the football down the field.
So Mormon will punt. Josh Cribbs back deep. He handles the snap, gets it away, line drive. And it takes a Buffalo bounce, and Cribbs gets away from it. And the Bills will down it, a 48-yard punt. They're excited in Cleveland. Browns with the lead, the ball, and here comes Anderson.
Check this out. With this controller, your character will mimic your exact motions. See?
Sweet.
Now throw me a pitch, just like we're outside.
Want to get away? Now you can. With Southwest Airlines Internet specials, you can fly to 64 destinations nationwide for just $49 to $99.
You are now free to move about the country.
Full!
What if your entire business could learn to minimize risks? Well, off the course anyway, because change happens. Zurich.
Get a great deal on the Dodge you want during the final days of the event of a lifetime.
Get 0% financing on all 08 Dodge vehicles like the full-size Ram pickup.
Plus, make no payments till summer on all Dodge vehicles, including the all-new Grand Caravan.
And the fuel-efficient 30 miles per gallon Dodge Avenger.
Plus, you'll be covered by the best warranty in the business, Dodge's lifetime powertrain warranty.
Get to your Dodge dealer today because the event of a lifetime ends soon.
Tonight on 60 Minutes, A-Rod in a revealing interview about his postseason failures on and off the field and about the steroid scandal, only on 60 Minutes.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
And welcome back. Cleveland with an 8-0 lead, 2 Phil Dawson field goals and a safety. No turnovers in this game thus far. First down and 10 at the 19 for Derek Anderson. Vickers, Lewis in the backfield. Here's Jamal Lewis straight ahead, and Lewis chopped down by number 52, John DeGiorgio, and it's a gain of 4, but the first half belonged to Jamal Lewis.
Oh, and he had some really big runs. This pass catch was really the first play of the game, and then he breaks the long one down the near side. Takes 2 guys to bring him down. He breaks tackles. Guys trying to tackle him low. He stepped out of tackles, went over 1,000 yards on the season. And you see there, that is a big first half right there, Gus, and he's on his way to being the kind of factor in this game we thought he would at the open.
2nd and 5 at the 24. Jurevicius skipping across. Now Lewis. And Jamal Lewis tackled from behind. Once again, Aaron Schobel wrestles him down, no gain on the play, so that'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
Well, the Browns were really balanced in their play selection in the first half. I think one of the things they're going to do this half, Gus, with an 8-point lead, with the way that the Bills' offense looks now, that's like a 3-touchdown lead. I mean, they can afford not to really go for it. Although they had some success throwing it to Braylon Edwards, they've got the upper hand with an 8-point lead. That's a lot more than an 8-point lead when you're playing at home in these conditions.
3rd down and 5. Wright replaces Jamal Lewis at the 24. Anderson in the shotgun. Derek Anderson with time over the middle. Kellen Winslow Jr. First down, Cleveland in front of Dante Whitner. And Kellen Winslow Jr. picks up his first catch of the day. And it's a gain of 14.
Right there is Winslow. He's going to come out and he makes a nice sharp cut. keeps his feet. It's a great throw. You know, Winslow, that's his first catch of the game, but you can bet now he's starting to get a feel, and you can tell, you can bet he's in Derek Anderson's ear telling him to give me the football again. If they're going to man-to-man him, he's going to win those battles all the time.
First down and 10 at the 38. And Anderson hands it off. Jamal Lewis spinning, goes down, picks up 3 the hard way in front of Terrence McGee.
See there, that offensive line just really doing a job up front. And then, you know, I'll tell you guys, when you get a guy in conditions like this, the offensive line know it. The running back knows it, the defense knows it, and when the offensive line can have some success and start doing it, they start to steamroll, and it starts to, no pun intended, snowball, as you can see there. That's the way the field looks from above. Hard to tell where they're at.
2nd and 7 at the 41. Lewis again, straight ahead, and Lewis tackled from behind. John McCargo in on the play.
He came out in the pregame where they had, the field was white and all the lines were cleaned off, and there were so many people on the field both cleaning it off, and the players were warming. It looked like an ant farm because you could see the tracks that everybody left on the field. It was just a mess. They continue to work on it.
You got to give the grounds crew here in Cleveland a lot of credit. These men and women have worked so hard under these adverse circumstances, and they are doing just a terrific job. 3rd down and 7 at the 41. Right in the backfield with Anderson. He throws up top. Winslow, incomplete. That one thrown behind Kellen Winslow Jr. in front of Dante Whitner, who went to Glenville High School here in Cleveland.
Yeah, 70 tickets was it he got?
Yes, he got 70 tickets, Dante Whitner.
I knew how it was for Dante. He's coming back to Cleveland, his hometown, and I know that all his family and friends are rooting for Dante to play brilliantly in a losing effort.
And he laughed. He said, "You're absolutely right." So the Browns will punt it away. Roscoe Parrish is back deep. Dave Zassidle, left-footed punter, drives this ball. Terrific punt. And it will stop inside the 5. Special teams. The Browns have been spectacular. Zassidle pinching pennies here. 56 yards.
Get a great deal on the Dodge you want during the final days of the event of a lifetime.
Get 0% financing on all 08 Dodge vehicles like the full-size Ram pickup.
Plus, make no payments till summer on all Dodge vehicles, including the all-new Grand Caravan.
And the fuel-efficient 30 miles per gallon Dodge Avenger.
Plus, you'll be covered by the best warranty in the business, Dodge's lifetime powertrain warranty.
Get to your Dodge dealer today because the event of a lifetime ends soon.
Why do we love football? It inspires us. From the sidewalks to the sidelines, where more pros use Canon than any other camera. And your shots can be as inspired as the pros with the Digital Rebel XTI, America's favorite way to shoot America's favorite sport.
Huh? Where's the drill?
Because hanging things should be an exact science. Black & Decker created the Gecko Grip Level. With adjustable targets for exact measurements, it's the perfect way to perfect hanging. The Gecko Grip Levels from Black & Decker.
Comfortable in jeans that are tough. I'm comfortable in Wrangler.
Wrangler 5-star premium denim jeans. Satisfaction guaranteed. Wrangler. Real, comfortable jeans.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. With Southwest Airlines' convenient nonstop flights, it's like having your own company plane. Wrangler, makers of Wrangler 5-star premium denim jeans. And by Wachovia, smart financial decisions. Are you with Wachovia?
Welcome back. Browns up 8-0. Buffalo huddles up in the end zone. Willie McGinnis and the Browns defense get their fans involved again. First down and 10 at the 1-yard line. for this rookie, Trent Edwards. He'll find out about himself in this second half. They hand it off to another rookie, Marshawn Lynch, and he'll gain about 5 on the play to Cle Jackson with the tackle.
I'll tell you guys, it doesn't get much worse of a situation for a football team. You're on the road in a blizzard snowstorm, 8 points down in the second half, and you're huddled up in your end zone in front of the dog pound. I mean, this is a tough, tough place to play, let alone as a rookie quarterback with a rookie running back.
And a playoff spot potentially on the line. Tennessee trailing Kansas City now by 1. 2nd and 5. Marshawn Lynch gets it outside, and Lynch ridden out of bounds. Another terrific gain for Marshawn Lynch, the rookie out of Cal. He gains 9, and that's a first down for Buffalo.
That's one way to get away from it, just run away from the dog pound. Jackson just misses him there, and of course Wright runs him out of bounds. That's a nice run off the right side. Good work, good movement by the offensive line of the Bills. And the Browns at this point don't seem to be as sold out to stop the run on this series as they have been thus far.
Marshawn Lynch doing a terrific job in his first snow game. 16 carries, 75 yards for the man from Oakland, California. Lynch again, this time he goes left. And he'll drive the pile forward as he gets low. Stopped by Cle Jackson. Marshawn Lynch, the Pac-10 Offensive Player of the Year last year. He rushed for 1,000 yards in 05 and in 06.
And now they've got a stoppage play. There's a player down on the field. One of the Buffalo Bills remain down. It looks like one of the big offensive linemen.
6:31 to play third quarter. Timeout on the field as they tend to the injured player. And we'll be back to Cleveland right after this.
Get a great deal on the Dodge you want during the final days of the event of a lifetime.
Get 0% financing on all 08 Dodge vehicles like the full-size Ram pickup.
Plus, make no payments till summer on all Dodge vehicles, including the all-new Grand Caravan.
And the fuel-efficient 30 miles per gallon Dodge Avenger.
Plus, you'll be covered by the best warranty in the business, Dodge's lifetime powertrain warranty.
Get to your Dodge dealer today because the event of a lifetime ends soon.
Michelob's recipe, we're going back 111 years. We have records from way back. It was draft only for almost 70 years of its existence. People would come from miles around to taste this wonderful beer. We're rooted in history, but it's also really exciting today to be trying new recipes and trying new things. We've got the Michelob Porter, Pale Ale, Bavarian Wheat. When everything comes into balance and that recipe's just right, we get really excited.
There's a family behind the Michelob family of beers. Michelob, crafting a better beer.
Christmas Day. Our son was leaving the next morning for the Caribbean. Then we remembered his passports in the safe deposit box. I had no choice. I called my Wachovia banker at home. Bonnie and her team spent their holiday on it. Early the next morning, they opened the vault, just for me.
At Wachovia, we're absolutely obsessed with satisfying our customers.
My son made his flight. I'm with Wachovia.
He honored his country.
Bronze Star and Purple Heart for service in Iraq.
He honored his God.
It's hard to be a Muslim and a Marine.
But which one did he die for?
We need a cause of death. We need evidence.
I beg you to respect her religion. I cannot do this autopsy.
A new NCIS, Tuesday at 8, 7 Central, only on CBS.
So Brad Butler, the starting right guard, walked off the field on his own. He's being looked at on the Buffalo sideline. 2nd and 9 to the 22. Edwards flushed out of the pocket with all day, dumps it off, and the catch is made by Josh Reed, and he gains 5 yards.
Now the conditions in the air seem to be lightening up, but the field is still a wreck. And the players are still having trouble changing directions. Now Trent Edwards didn't do too much on that play. Made one little move to the outside and had all kinds of time because nobody could get after him because of the poor footing. But Josh Reed just making himself available. That took a long time.
And you wonder, the Bills have been working on that hurry-up offense, that no-huddle offense. You wonder if Dick Duran is waiting for the right time to go to it. 3rd down and 4 at the 27, and a flag on the play. Excuse me, a timeout has been called. Timeout, Buffalo, their first of the second half.
Tina, could you take a look at these scripts?
Change the bear to a shark.
Gotcha.
The wizard should have a girl's name.
This is good stuff.
These are my divorce papers.
They're hilarious.
Miss Faye, the snake wrangler got bit again. Well, I will suck the venom out, but this is the last time.
Tina, you're needed on stage 3.
Does Mama have to do everything around here?
Which flute for the Angry Hippie sketch?
The other one.
Okay.
Tina, the nanny called. Your daughter says it's octopus time.
Thank you! No, the other kind of German shepherds.
Oh. And the next time.
What?
This is American Express calling about a suspicious charge on your card. Did you buy 14,000 racquetballs?
14,000 what? No.
No problem. We'll take it off your account right away.
You will? I don't have to do anything?
Nope.
Thanks. I can't do it all alone. That's why I'm a card member.
The writer's room is on fire.
Are you protected from unexpected problems? Are you a card member?
Get a great deal on the Dodge you want during the final days of the event of a lifetime.
Get 0% financing on all 08 Dodge vehicles like the full-size Ram pickup.
Plus, make no payments till summer on all Dodge vehicles, including the all-new Grand Caravan.
And the fuel-efficient 30 miles per gallon Dodge Avenger.
Plus, you'll be covered by the best warranty in the business, Dodge's lifetime powertrain warranty.
Get to your Dodge dealer today because the event of a lifetime ends soon.
You're watching the NFL on CBS. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Sirius Satellite Radio. Hear every NFL game every week on Sirius Satellite Radio, the best radio on radio. And by Dodge. Live life to the fullest. Dodge. Grab life.
Tonight on the season finale of Survivor China, the final 4 castaways, 3 tribal councils, 2 full hours, and 1 ultimate survivor, followed by a live reunion. That's tonight after 60 minutes. Who will survive this one? Expected 4 to 6 inches. I think we've gotten more. Edwards with time, out of the pocket, first down, and Edwards showing grit. The rookie quarterback picks up a first down, gains about 9. Lee Bodden with the tackle.
And that is huge first down, a smart play by Edwards. Looks around, you can see he goes through his progression. Everybody's covered, but with a field like this, I think this is a great play. That's what it's going to take to keep the Buffalo Bills on the field, is Trent Edwards making plays not only with his arm but his feet.
Now the Bills have some breathing room at the 38. First down for Edwards. Here's the handoff, Jackson. And Jackson keeps those legs moving as he's taken down after a 3-yard gain.
Look at the 2 quarterbacks. Edwards having neither one of them completing a lot of their passes, and it seems like that 8 of 20 really doesn't do justice to how effective Anderson has been. Trent Edwards haven't tried very many passes. Only 13 times they've tried to throw it, and not very much down the football field. But I think the key thing is, Gus, for this game that I'm noticing, no turnovers. Nobody's got a turnover.
Both teams showing great discipline. 2nd and 7 at the 41. Jackson in the backfield. Play fake, Edwards. Stop and start. They're going for Evans up top. Incomplete. Lee Bodden covering Evans.
And this is a route. Evans tries to do a stopping or watch him, and he just doesn't feel comfortable enough stopping hard enough. And Bodden is just going to give him that hook route. You see there, a little bit of the armbar across in front of Edwards. They're not going to call that. I don't know whether they didn't think it was catchable or whether it was up in the air. Both of Bodden can do just about anything he wants as long as he's looking for the football. That's a good no call.
Lee Bodden, 5th year out of Duquesne. He was a track man in college. Long jump specialist. 3rd down and 7 at the 41. Buffalo 3 of 10 on 3rd down conversion. Here's Edwards to the far side, caught, Reed, and let's see where they spot it. In front of Eric Wright. I don't think he has enough for the first down.
Now they're going to call it incomplete, it looked like. Oh, there's a penalty flag as well. There's a penalty flag down there. I think it's going to be an illegal shift by Buffalo. And it's interesting because if Cleveland believes Buffalo's going to punt it away on 4th down, they may decline this penalty. Otherwise, they'll accept the penalty, send them back to 3rd and 12 or 3rd and 13, and let them run the play again.
Not resetting. 5-yard penalty. Offense.
Yeah, take the field position. It's a good play. Take the penalty. Let them run 3rd down again. They haven't been good enough offensively to think they're going to pick up a 3rd and 14.
So a 3rd down and long as they march it 5 yards back for Trent Edwards and the Buffalo offense.
Well, this is that drive that started inside the 3-yard line for Buffalo and really has been their best drive of the day. But it looks to be in jeopardy here.
Third down and 13 from the 35. Fred Jackson in the backfield. Here's Edwards. Firing up top. It is incomplete. Evans, the intended receiver. And that one's sailing on, making Evans the intended receiver. That one's sailing on Trent Edwards.
Yeah, as he comes back to throw this, he's going to let it go, but he sees somebody right in front of him. You see there, Davis right at his feet. And he just doesn't feel comfortable stepping into this throw because Davis is in his face and the ball sails on him. You see there, Royal seemed to be open on the sideline. He was short of the 1st down. Edwards tried to go deep.
So Mormon will punt it again. Cribbs and McDonald back deep. This one off the side of his foot, and the Browns will get excellent field position. Let's see where they spot it. The Browns will have it across the 40, a 21-yard punt.
Super Bowl! Super Bowl! Super Bowl!
I got you something. I thought we weren't doing gifts this year. Okay, well, I'll just go on and keep this. No, maybe we should. Look what I got for you. Okay, that's not my name.
That is for you.
That doesn't say
I said it's for you, it's for you.
No, that's
This holiday, give the gifts you'd love to get.
Like this exclusive Garmin navigation device. Plus, Geek Squad can set them up perfectly. That's wow guaranteed, only at Best Buy.
During the Big Seafood Festival, come in for our biggest seafood of the year, rock lobster tail, king crab legs, and try the biggest shrimp we've ever served, colossal shrimp. At Red Lobster, come see what's fresh today.
Jason Bourne is alive and is at large in New York City.
Here's your ultimatum. Bring Bourne home.
This is where it ends.
The Bourne ultimatum. Own it now.
We're not good with money.
Wait, we're not good with money?
I mean, knowing where to put it. This fund, that fund, please.
I know how to manage money. When I switched jobs, who took care of the turnover?
Rollover.
Rollover, turnover, whatever, with the IRA.
Oh, that's managing money? They did most of it for him at Fidelity. They would have signed your name for you if they could have.
I took exactly what they told me to bring.
Oh, please, you couldn't get the dog to roll over.
It's your dog.
No matter what kind of investor you are, Fidelity can help you make a smart move.
The only show that asks the questions that have America talking.
What percentage of Americans think brunettes are smarter than blondes?
The hit game show, The Power of 10, is back.
What percentage of Americans have broken up with someone by saying, it's not you, it's me?
Drew Carey hosts. Power of 10 returns Wednesday, January 2nd on CBS.
Welcome back, 8-0 Browns. 3:22 to play, third quarter. As Cleveland approaches the line of scrimmage, 1st down and 10 for Derek Anderson at his own 45 after the 20-yard punt by Brian Mormon. Here's the handoff, Jamal Lewis, and Jamal Lewis tackled at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Ryan Denny gets him. So let's take a look at the playoff picture.
Well, Cleveland has got to keep winning. If they keep winning, they're going to be okay. Jacksonville is winning at Pittsburgh right now, and Tennessee over here is losing at Kansas City. So it is all confused at the moment. But if these two teams, Jacksonville, Cleveland, keep winning, they're going to be the teams that are in the playoffs.
So if Cleveland wins and Tennessee loses to Kansas City, Romeo Crennel and the Browns have a playoff spot locked up. 2nd and 10 from the 45. Lewis again running over the right side, stood up by Terrence McGee. And that pile goes forward again, and he gets close to midfield. Let's take a look at the two scores. Jacksonville leading Pittsburgh 16-7.
In Pittsburgh as well. That's impressive with given the Pittsburgh season.
And Tennessee now down by 1.
They've gotten back into that game in Kansas City. They were trailing by 14-6 at one point.
So that brings up 3rd down and 6 from the 49. Brown still with an opportunity if things break the right way to possibly win the division. Here's Anderson. There's pressure, fires, and incomplete. Winslow Jr., the intended receiver, in front of Whitner.
And the Bills brought a lot of pressure that time. They rushed 6 guys and did all kinds of weaving and moving. Had a stunt up front along with the linebackers twisting. Offensive line sorted it out, got all but one guy blocked, and Anderson had to dump it and force the bad throw.
So Zastido, who delivered a beautiful punt that just died inside the 5-yard line, will punt for the 5th time. Parrish and Jim Leonard are back deep. Good snap. Wobbly kick in the direction of Leonard. He picks it up. And Leonard will dive forward, a 36-yard punt, a 7-yard return. Leon Williams with the tackle. Here come the Bills on offense.
There'll come a day when you'll wonder. You'll think back to how you used to listen. Before you heard your music, your sports, your talk, all from the same place. And you'll wonder how you ever got along without it. Sirius. Everything else falls short. Over 130 channels. Only one place to get it all. Sirius Satellite Radio.
Hello, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC.
You better watch out.
You better not cry.
You better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
He sees you when you're in sleep mode.
He knows when you're awake.
He knows when you've been bad or good, so buy a PC and not a Mac this holiday season or any other time, for goodness sake. Oh, come on. Oh, what? What? I thought those were the lyrics. I mean, that's how I learned it.
They use it to shoot the game. They use it to broadcast the game. They use it to produce the game.
The main man on the field today is Peyton Manning.
So why wouldn't you use it to watch the game?
It's Peyton Manning.
Nice Sony. Scoot over a bit, will you?
Nothing compares to a Sony Bravia HD TV because high definition is in our DNA.
Anybody got any chips?
Tomorrow on CBS, a Miami crime scene goes up in flames. And from the ashes rises a new kind of killer. David Caruso stars in a new episode of Monday night's #1 drama, CSI Miami, tomorrow at 10, 9 Central on CBS. They're rocketing Cleveland, 1:40 to go in the 3rd. Browns up 8-0. And here comes Trent Edwards, 6 of 15, 46 yards. First down and 10 at his own 24. Snow starting to let up a bit now. They hand it off, Marshawn Lynch. And Lynch trying to find a hole, gains 3 yards on the play as Eric Wright brings him down at his ankles.
You know, the Cleveland Browns came into this game, they were allowing about 4.6 a rush through this season. I'll tell you, it's like they decided they weren't going to do that today. They have really been tough against the run up front, particularly those 3 down defensive linemen. Sean Smith, Ethan Kelly, Robert Smith have been outstanding up front for the Cleveland Browns.
Second down and 7 to the 27. Edwards in trouble, dumps it off. This time it's Gaines with running room. Whoa! That is some beautiful running. Wright makes the tackle. But a great run by Michael Gaines. Pittsburgh, Jacksonville. Here's James Brown in New York.
Hey, Gus and Steve, Pittsburgh is undefeated at home, but Jacksonville couldn't care less. David Garrard play action, his 3rd touchdown toss of the game. This one 55 yards to Dennis Northcutt. second missed point after the game, but it's 22-7. Jacksonville on top of the Steelers. Gus and Steve.
And welcome back. Jacksonville can clinch a playoff berth with a win and a Tennessee loss. And they run the football straight ahead. Trent Edwards and the Buffalo offense. Marshawn Lynch continues to play hard. And we are at the end of the third quarter with the score. Cleveland 8, Buffalo nothing. We'll return to Cleveland after this message and a word from your local station.
Katie Couric, an exclusive one-on-one with the candidates.
When was the last time you lost your temper?
Primary Questions continues tomorrow on the CBS Evening News with Katie Couric.
CSI New York, Wednesdays on CBS.
NFL Sunday Ticket brought to you by Sears. Grant a wish.
When I was growing up, my older sister Sharon helped me with everything. She taught me how to cook, flirt with boys, how to do my hair. This Christmas, I hope that my gift tells her just how much I love her. Oh, God. Thank you. You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
This year, don't just give a gift, grant a wish. Like 50 to 70% off all fine jewelry at the Last Minute Wish Sale. Wednesday and Thursday, Sears.
Take another picture with your click, 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 click camera.
The Sony CyberShot camera with HD output. Watch your photos like you watch your favorite TV shows in high definition. High definition. It's in our DNA.
Looks like we got a problem.
A problem? What kind of problem?
I need to get a gift for my brother-in-law. And I got a whole lot of nothing. Nada. Zip.
Everybody loves these?
Best Buy gift card. Genius. Nice job. Back to work.
Wait. You're gonna bring that back, right?
This holiday, give the gifts no one can resist.
Like Best Buy gift cards with cool designs to fit anyone on your list. That's WOW guaranteed. Only at Best Buy.
Start of the fourth quarter. Browns lead it 8-0. Gus Johnson, Steve Tasker with you. As the Bills start 2nd and 7 from the 39. As you take a look at our yard marker graphic. First time we've ever done it. 2nd down and 7. Edwards throwing. And incomplete, intended for Evans. And that'll bring up 3rd down. Nothing working well for this Buffalo passing game.
No, Edwards threw that ball, and it's hard to tell where the ball moved, but it took a long time for Evans to get out of his break. They're taking a couple extra steps every time they try and stop and come out of their break. It just takes extra time. Edwards let it go on time instead of waiting, and it's an incomplete pass.
So that brings up 3rd down and 7 at the 39. Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. Here's Edwards. Looking. Bounces out of the pocket. Fires over the middle, incomplete. Intended for gains. That one thrown high. Sean Jones covering for the Browns.
You watch, he's got plenty of time to do this. Buys himself some more time. Retreats a little bit, but you can see what he's looking at. And that ball moves a little bit, but that had no chance of being caught by a Buffalo Bill.
So Josh Cribbs is back deep, 5th punt of the game for Mormon. He had one go over his head and into the end zone in the first half for a safety as he kicked it out of the end zone. Mormon sends this one away. Spiraling kick. Cribbs up the right sideline, and he is dropped. A 36-yard punt and a 4-yard return. And here come the Browns to start the fourth quarter.
Something strange happens to people this time of year. They look for reasons to buy a new Toyota. We call it the Toyotathon phenomenon. And right now, Toyota is offering a phenomenal 0% APR financing on all new 2007 and 2008 Tundras, the full-size truck that's changing it all. There's never been a better time to get the new Toyota you've always wanted or needed. Hurry in. The Toyotathon phenomenon ends soon.
Your double deep pizza with double the toppings.
Double. Pizza Hut's new double deep pizza. Double it up with double the toppings and 50% more cheese. Get one now for just $12.99. Double means more with America's favorite pizza, Pizza Hut. Order online.
This is called a wishbone, and the one who gets the bigger half gets their
wish.
Wow, it worked.
The Leo Diamond, certified for superior brilliance, hand selected to match beautifully by Kay Jewelers.
Every kiss begins with Kay.
This is the story of giving my mom what she really wants for the holidays. I don't know if she was more surprised with what I got.
Let me look at you.
Or how good I looked in it. Yep, I'm glad I didn't go with that crystal turtle.
Whatever your story is, your City card can help you write it. City, let's get it done.
Survivor season finale tonight.
Oh my God.
4 castaways remain. The Lunch Lady, the Long Shot, the Schemer, and the Chameleon. 2 full hours. 1 ultimate survivor.
It's gonna get interesting.
Who will it be? Don't miss the Survivor season finale, followed by the live reunion show, CBS tonight.
So you want to be a TV cameraman? That's our Charles Hill right there. Terry Jones on the other side. Hey, Terry, say hi. Mark Enman, he loves it. He lives in Florida. Mark, great job. First down and 10, providing you all the great pictures we see today. As Anderson throws it, Kellen Winslow Jr. out of bounds in front of Whitner. And Whitner, yesterday when we talked to him, he said, man, it's going to be tough taking on Kellen Winslow tomorrow because although he's a tight end, he's got hands and speed of a receiver.
Yeah, they really consider Kellen Winslow a receiver. Dante Whitner's being asked to cover him man-to-man. That's a bit tall order. You couldn't do it even in the best of conditions for a defensive back. No defense in the league really will put a guy one-on-one on Kellen Winslow unless they're a cornerback. Whitner, a safety, being asked to do it here in these conditions.
And they hand it off. Jamal Lewis. Ooh, some power running there. Lewis lowering his shoulder. And he's stopped by Kyle Williams. But Jamal already closing in on 100 yards, 21 carries, 94 yards prior to that run. And now 22 carries, 98 yards for Jamal Lewis.
Well, you knew he was going to be a huge factor in this game for the Browns. If they were going to be successful, he had to be good today, and so far he has been exactly what they've needed.
Second down and 5 at the 48. Jurevicius in motion. Lewis again turns a corner, breaks the tackle down the sideline. Jamal Lewis, smash mouth football, Cleveland style. Tennessee, Kansas City fighting. Here's James Brown in New York.
Indeed, they are. Tennessee in the hunt for a wild card, Gus. As you well know, Vince Young pump fakes, goes up top to Roydell Williams. 42 yards of pay dirt. Second touchdown reception for Williams of the day. 2017, Tennessee over Kansas City. Back to Gus Johnson. Steve Tasker.
All right, so the Titans not allowing it to be easy for this Cleveland squad. First down and 10 at the 38. Jamal Lewis, his 34th career 100-yard game is in the books now. Prior to that run, 23 carries, 113 yards. Whitner makes the stop. And at the beginning of our broadcast, we talked about this Cleveland squad and how they've managed to find the right pieces. Well, Phil Savage, their general manager, has done an awesome job if you think about it. He gets Jurevicius, he gets Jamal Lewis, Braylon Edwards doing a terrific job now, along with Kellen Winslow Jr. But the big get is Derek Anderson. He signed him the day after Baltimore released him. And the rest is history. Second down and 7 at the 35. Now Lewis stutter step. And Jamal Lewis. You know, stopped by Crowell.
Gus, as this game wears on, you know it's starting to get to the point where it's going to be grinded out for the Browns, wear the clock out. But you're right. When you're going forward as the Cleveland Browns, particularly on offense, your biggest question now is, What are you going to do with Derek Anderson after this season's over? He's making minimum, and Jamal Lewis is under a one-year contract. If you lose both of those guys, forget it. You're back to square one offensively. They've got to have a plan in place to keep Jamal Lewis and Derek Anderson on this roster going forward. But that's a good problem to have at this point, no question.
A high-class problem. 3rd down and 4 at the 32. This time it's right and right, chopping his feet right. Stopped by Williams, a flag on the play. And this Browns team, Steve, is getting stronger.
They really are, and the conditions now have taken a turn for the worse as well.
Holding, 84, offense, 10-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
So Drew Vicious call for the hold.
And that's one of the things, Gus, mistakes like that, penalties, particularly holding penalties and illegal blocks in the back, that kind of thing, they're particularly hard to overcome in these conditions. Right here's Jurevicius. He's going to be working against Whitner as Whitner comes up and tries to spin out. He just wrestles him to the ground. He can't do that. As Whitner comes inside, just gets him and wrestles him down with the horse collar, and that's an easy call, and it should have been called, and really was the difference in the play. Whitner tries to spin out of the tackle and can't get there.
3rd down and 14 at the 42. Anderson in the shotgun. And Anderson, here's a screen coming up, incomplete. Brian Scott covering for Buffalo, and the Browns will have to punt it away.
And not altogether a bad drive for the Browns, even though they're not going to come away with points. They soaked up a lot of time and changed field position. They got 3 or 4 first downs on that drive, changed field position, and give Zasdell a chance to kick the Bills down deep into their end once again.
Romeo Crennel, 10 minutes and 57 seconds away from his 9th win. Low snap handle, good job by Zasdell as he gets it away. And it'll take a bounce and will die deep inside Buffalo territory. A 29-yard punt. 10:45 to play in the 4th.
Stay tight in the pocket. Be on time. Is he blitzing?
3 seconds until sack.
Work your eyes to the left. Stare down that safety. Off the mark. What's the corner doing? FC or left?
2 seconds until sack.
We need this one.
Looking for Harrison. Harrison's completely covered.
1 second until sack.
Breaking 3. Who's breaking hot? Who's more hot?
As soon as Manning thinks it, then you see it. Watch exclusive coverage of live game moments with NFL Mobile. This is the NFL at sprint speed. Something strange happens to people this time of year. They look for reasons to buy a new Toyota. We call it the Toyotathon phenomenon. And while you're there, check out one of Toyota's 6 fuel-efficient models with EPA city or highway ratings of 30 or more miles per gallon. There's never been a better time to get the new Toyota you've always wanted or needed. Hurry in. The Toyotathon phenomenon ends soon.
Introducing a world first. Braun Pulsonic. Powered by unique sonic pulses, over 10,000 microvibrations help expose and shave more hair with every stroke. For Braun's most thorough shave ever. The new Braun Pulsonic, powered by unique sonic pulses. Voted best electric shave ever. Braun Pulsonic. It's the perfect gift.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Toyota. Moving forward. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. And by Sprint. Proud sponsors and avid fans of the NFL.
Welcome back. Browns with an 8-0 lead. That's our Alan Vitt on the goal line, giving you another angle. That's his shot right there as the Bills step to the line of scrimmage. First down and 10 at the 13-yard line. Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. He runs it. Lynch taken down. Guess who? Andre Davis. He's been making plays all over the field today.
Yeah, you talk about the Browns defense. This is what they've done. They came in really determined and focused on stopping the run. They've been attacking the Bills' backfield, have dared the Bills to do it in the air, and when they did, they put a big hit on the receiver. They've swarmed the football. Really, it's all dominated up front by that interior defensive line, and of course the linebackers being so athletic have really made some great tackles. That's Todd Grantham right there, defensive coordinator for the Browns, doing a great job.
Here's Edwards throwing underneath. Ball is caught. Robert Royal with the grab, and Royal gets to the 20-yard line, picks up 4 yards on the play. Lee Bodden makes the tackle. That's the thing about this Browns team today. They are doing a terrific job of tackling in bad weather.
You notice the Bills have struggled getting Jamal Lewis on the ground with one guy, but the Browns have really been good at having the situation where the first guy that gets to the football makes that tackle. Not very many broken tackles by the Browns today. They've done a great job, and that's been, I think, the difference between the Bills going off the field a little quicker than the Browns offensively.
3rd down and 3 at the 20. Fred Jackson lines up in the backfield. Here's Edwards. Fires underneath, incomplete. Lee Evans, the intended receiver. And Edwards just can't get it going today. McDonald covering.
And it's a frustrating day trying to throw the football. While he slips as he comes back and lets that go, and it sails on him. You see there, he's just disgusted. Sometimes a guy's not used to throwing with gloves on. The ball comes out a little different. Could be another number of things. Could have been the wind. Could have been his release.
There's the game breaker right there, Josh Cribbs. One of the most dangerous return men in all of pro football. Foreman. That one off the side of his foot again. And it takes a bounce. A 30-yard punt as Mormon shanks it.
Something strange happens to people this time of year. They look for reasons to buy a new Toyota. We call it the Toyotathon phenomenon. And right now, Toyota is offering a phenomenal 0% APR financing on all new 2007 and 2008 Tundras, the full-size truck that's changing it all. There's never been a better time to get the new Toyota you've always wanted or needed. Hurry in. The Toyotathon phenomenon ends soon.
We stopped selling the Whopper for one day to see what would happen.
There's no Whoppers.
What? Discontinued off the menu.
They discontinued the Whopper. Oh my.
What happened was people freaked.
Get me a Whopper.
Powerful battery. Interchangeable system. It's time for one lithium-ion battery to do more. It's time for the VPX system from Black & Decker. It's time to retool.
Jed Clampett, a poor mountaineer barely keeping his family fed. In the summer of '63, he was shooting at some food, becoming a millionaire overnight. Soon afterward, he loaded up his truck and moved to Beverly Hills.
I was suspicious of this whole Texas tea theory.
A new investigation reveals that in the summer before Jed moved away from there, he switched his car insurance to Geico, saving a substantial sum of money.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Monday. A crime scene in flames.
It's a recording device.
A murder caught on tape.
So why was that girl bugged?
And from the ashes, a new kind of killer will rise.
She was pregnant.
A new CSI Miami, CBS Monday.
9:14 to play in the 4th quarter. And the Browns have it at midfield. Vickers, Lewis line up in the eye behind Anderson. Winslow Jr. in motion. Lewis, and he's tackled from behind. Nice looking tackle by Brian Scott, who's had a solid game today. So let's take a look at the NFC playoff picture. The Dallas Cowboys are the best team in the NFC.
Yeah, no question. And all these guys have clinched divisions. They're all going. Tampa Bay is leading. But look at this. These are the guys you got to watch. New York Giants, they look to have a stranglehold on the first wild card. But Minnesota is in a dogfight with all of those teams. A lot of teams still in it at this point, Gus. And there's only a couple of games to play.
2nd down and 8 at the 48. Here's Jamal Lewis looking. Schobel wrestles it down. And you know, since we're in Cleveland, we need to take our hat off to a coach that's not in pro football right now. But Marty Schottenheimer, the former Browns coach and Kansas City Chiefs coach, Washington Redskins coach, and San Diego Chargers coach, look at what he's done during his career just this season. Wade Phillips is the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. He was in San Diego last year. How about Rob Jasinski, the offensive coordinator here in Cleveland? He's done a terrific job. He was a tight ends coach last year in San Diego. Cameron struggling in Miami, but he's a head coach. Congratulations to Marty Schottenheimer, coach. You're still doing a great job, even though you're not in football right now, as Winslow misses that one. And Scott makes the tackle.
You talk about this game, and you just see this replay, and Winslow just trying to get out to the flat. You know, you talk about these two teams, they don't meet that often. They're not in the same division, but these are two towns and cities that are really closely related. I mean, even when the Browns did not have a team in the late 90s, Buffalo had a Cleveland Brown Day in Buffalo at a home game, and many busloads of Cleveland fans came to Buffalo for a home game. So these teams, they drink the same water, Gus.
That's right, Lake Erie, as Zastudil slips, and that one hooks out of bounds.
And that may be the worst punt of Zastudil's career.
Couldn't keep his footing. Got it off. Thank goodness he didn't whip.
And now another priceless pep talk from Peyton Manning.
I heard you're bummed about driving a minivan. That's okay. It's okay. Is it at least like a sport turbocharged minivan or something? No? All right, here's what you're gonna do. Take that baby out and paint some flames on it. Or get a cool decal. Maybe like a number 18 on the side or something. Yeah. You're feeling me. You love it.
Go to Priceless.com for a personalized pep talk you can send to a friend.
At Circuit City, you can find what you want, buy it online, and pick it up at the store in 24 minutes. Guaranteed. Or you'll receive a $24 gift card. Simple to shop, buy, and enjoy. Circuit City. Simplicity guaranteed.
Something strange happens to people this time of year. They look for reasons to buy a new Toyota. We call it the Toyotathon phenomenon. And while you're there, check out one of Toyota's 6 fuel-efficient models with EPA city or highway ratings of 30 or more miles per gallon. There's never been a better time to get the new Toyota you've always wanted or needed. Hurry in. The Toyotathon phenomenon ends soon.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. And by Subway Restaurants. Subway. Eat fresh.
Tonight on 60 Minutes, you'll be surprised what Yankee third baseman Alex Rodriguez has to say about the new steroid scandal. Tonight on 60 Minutes. First down and 10 at the 41-yard line for Buffalo. This is their second best starting field position of the day. Their best coming at the 43-yard line. Marshawn Lynch lines up in the backfield. He clears some space. Here's Lynch running. And Marshawn Lynch ridden down by Sean Smith, a 2-yard gain. And if you think about it, Steve, although it's been tough sledding for this Buffalo squad, they're still right in this game. 1 touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, that it has been one of those games, and that's been the kind of personality of this club. They haven't run off and left anyone on the scoreboard up until last week when they played Miami. This is a team that plays good defense, doesn't turn it over, and tries to hang in there and steal it at the end. And this is typical of them, but they've got to make some plays to get it done.
Second down and 8. This man has to make some plays. Edwards over the middle, incomplete. Wow, Michael Gaines.
That might have been the play right there, Gus. Gaines catches that ball and turns up the field. All he has to do is make one slight cut to the outside, and he's going to go right here, catch that turn up field, and Poole is going to be all by himself in space. And he knows, you can tell by the way he's got his hands on his hips, he's disgusted. He knows he had a big one there.
Third down and 8 at the 43. Buffalo 3 of 13 on third down conversions. Fred Jackson in the game now. Reed in motion. They hand it to Jackson. And Jackson stumbles forward on third down and 8.
I think they hand that off, Gus, because I think it's I think it should be 4-down territory, but I don't know if it's going to be. No, they're going to send Mormon out. I don't agree with that. I think you've got to do something different than just hand it off. The way their running game has gone, Gus, Trent Edwards has taken the snap, walked to one direction, right or left, handed it off, and they ran right or left, the same direction he handed it off. It's too predictable, I think, in the running game, and they're not getting enough push up front.
Mormon has already faked one and ran it for a first down. Josh Cribbs back deep, standing close to the 10. Mormon gets this one away, and it's a beauty. Cribbs lets it take a bounce, and it will not go into the end zone. Great special teams play by Buffalo, and now the Browns will be pinned deep in their own territory.
Yeah, Justin Jenkins did a great job of batting that out of the end zone. Great punt by Mormon. Great coverage by Jenkins going out, keeping that out. Watch as this ball goes down. It's going to get in there, and Jenkins alertly bats it out. Sensational special teams play when the special teams of Buffalo have really struggled today and got some bad breaks. They come through deep in the fourth quarter.
A 50-yard punt by Mormon. Now the Browns will huddle up in their own end zone.
Well, now it's crucial. Buffalo has got to get a stop defensively and do it quickly here to keep field position in their favor.
First down at the 3-yard line for Anderson. There's Winslow in motion. They hand it off Jamal Lewis. Breaks it back with room. Lewis! Look at him run! That is an NFL running back right there. Hargrove with the tackle, a gain of 13. Here's JB in New York.
Hey, Gus and Steve, and this is an NFL quarterback here. Brett Favre hooking up with Donald Driver. That pass put Brett Favre in the top spot. Most passing yards in the career, surpassing Dan Marino. The record was 61,361. Packers on top by 16 in the fourth. Gus Johnson, Steve Tasker.
All right, JB. Lewis now 28 carries, 134 yards. They give it to him again. Jamal breaking tackles. Jamal Lewis is getting better and better as this game goes on. Kelsey with the tackle. It's a gain of 8. And Steve, give a lot of credit to that O-line of Thomas, Steinbach, Fraley, Tucker, and Schaefer.
Oh, they're doing a great job up front. And this is the kind of offense you need at this point of every game you play in. If you're getting deep in the fourth quarter with any kind of lead, you need a running game and an attack like this. Steve Marshall, the coach of the offensive line for Cleveland, doing an outstanding job. But I'll tell you what, Gus, he's coaching some pretty good horses.
Second down and 2 at the 24. The snow is stopped. Here's Jamal Lewis again. And Lewis, tackled by Crowell, diving forward. Jamal Lewis picks up 2 yards. Things have really cleared up now, Steve.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, this. You think about this, Gus. There's a drive where Buffalo had exactly what it wanted. Cleveland backed up inside his 5-yard line. 4 straight runs. Jamal Lewis, and Cleveland is out to its 35-yard, 25-yard line. Just an outstanding drive, getting out of their own end.
145 yards today for Jamal Lewis. First down and 10 at the 30. Lewis again. And Lewis punishing defenders. DeGiorgio makes the tackle. But after a while, as Jamal Lewis keeps it ramped up, you don't want to tackle a big, strong back like this man.
Well, that's what it is, Gus. It's so often you hear about backs getting better in the fourth quarter. And even you've said it just now. But what happens is just what you said. It's not so much that he gets stronger, but those guys tackling just get tired of getting beat up. And he is doing some pounding right now. In fact, he'll walk off, take a little break, and they'll bring in the changeup.
Second down and 7. Jason Wright replaces him. Out of the offset eye. Wright, the deep man. Jurevicius in motion. Here's Wright. And Wright with some running room. Wright going down. Cleveland picks up 10 yards. Leonard with the tackle. And the Browns starting to lay the wood out now on this Buffalo squad.
Yeah, and that's a big deal. And you can see the offensive line, the running backs. Cleveland's offense really has a spring in its step. They realize really how good they've got it right now, what they've done so far, and you can tell that offensive line is just starting to feel really good.
Give a lot of credit to Steve Marshall, the offensive line coach. First game of the season, they gave up 5 sacks in the first 15 dropbacks for Charlie Fry. And this time, Wright taken down in the backfield. That's a very nice job. Whitner in on the play, as well as McCargo and Brian Scott, a loss of 2 yards.
And I think at this point, that's what you've got to do. You got to just send everybody up there, stop the run, force them to throw the football. And
I had a chance to talk to Hank Fraley. I'll tell you about that in a moment. Let's flash back.
1989 playoffs, Gus. Bernie Kosar, let me tell you, he was sensational that day. And there, the next, Jim Kelly. And that was really when the no huddle began to take shape in Buffalo. Kelly was sensational. And that pass right there for the game winner got dropped. And on the next play, trying to find Thurman Thomas, who had 11 catches already on the day, picked off by Clay Matthews, who in my opinion should be in the Hall of Fame and is not.
And the score of that game, 34-30. The longest playoff droughts.
These are 2 teams that have not been to the playoffs. 0-2 for the Browns, but the Buffalo Bills in 1999, only the Arizona Cardinals have had a longer wait.
Dick Duran on the Buffalo sideline. Romeo Crennel, who came over after all the success in New England with Bill Belichick as his defensive coordinator. 2nd down and 13 at the 40-yard line. Jamal Lewis back in the game. Drew Vicious in motion. Here's Jamal Lewis, stutter stepping with all sorts of running room. And to get back to the story I was trying to tell, at the beginning of the year, after that Pittsburgh game, when they gave up the 5 sacks in Charlie Fry's first 15 dropbacks, this team band together. And Hank Fraley told me before the game on the field that the key was that every man had to take responsibility for his job, and not only the offensive linemen, but the backs as well, and the tight ends as well. And Steve Marshall, their offensive line coach, was the leader.
Well, you got to tip your hat not only that to the coaching staff and to Phil Savage, as you mentioned. They made a bold move. They traded their opening day starting quarterback on Monday after week 1. And this team has bounced back, and now they are not only in the conversation for the playoffs, they are in the driver's seat as far as they're concerned. They keep playing like this offensively, they're in it. You see there, once again, Cleveland, what this is going to mean to them, getting to 9 wins if they can hang on here. That's enormous with all these teams chasing them at only 7 wins.
Tennessee is winning right now on the road at Kansas City. Pittsburgh losing, so the Browns, as I mentioned earlier, with the chance to catch the Steelers, they need to continue to win. Steelers own the tiebreaker. They defeated Cleveland this season. 3rd down and 7 at the 46. Lewis, 32 carries, 147 yards. And he'll run it again. And Jamal Lewis gets to midfield.
Not quite enough for the first down, Gus.
As we take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Cleveland Browns, they'll take on Cincinnati next week, and they'll wrap up their season at home against the 49ers. 2:03 to play in the 4th quarter. Browns up 8-zip. Well, we will stay right here. They're going to measure to see if the Browns picked up the first down.
One of the things, Gus, it's hard because there's no hash marks on the side of the field for the chain guys to look, and the one on the far side is just a marker so that if a player goes out trying to get the first down over there, he sees it. But the one on the near side who's coming out with the change was much different than the marker on the far side. You see there, they're that much short. They're a half a yard or a yard short.
So let's see what Romeo Crennel elects to do. Will he go for it to try to put away this Buffalo team?
I don't think so. I think you punt it away.
I don't know. Derek Anderson stays on the field. They're going to try to put him away right now. Buffalo out of timeouts. 4th down and inches.
I'll tell you what, Gus, if you're going to go for it, Jamal Lewis is the guy you got to give it to.
Jamal Lewis, awesome performance. 33 carries, 163 yards. And we'll wait until after this break. 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes away from win number 9 for Romeo.
Hey, tell me something. There's a delicious Subway food montage going on right behind me, isn't there? Yep, I can smell it. Well, that's gonna make it kind of hard to focus, but here we go. An ode to the Subway feast. Turkey, salami, cheese with roast beef, pepperoni and ham. Write this down, Chief. We got 'em all on freshly baked bread. The Subway feast. It's as big as my head. Beat that, Jared. Subway, eat fresh.
Stop wasting my time.
When you're a business owner, you don't just know the cost of doing business, you feel it. That's why Open created the American Express Simply Cash business card. Simply Cash gives you 5% back on gas and wireless phone service, 1% back on virtually everything else. Your cash back appears automatically each month on your statement, with no limit to how much you can earn. Call 1-800-NOW-OPEN to apply. Open, how American Express serves small business.
They wanted to be heard.
There's never been a female on the debating team.
Yes, sir, I know that.
He gave them a voice.
I am here to help you find your righteous mind.
They wanted to win.
The time for justice is always right now.
He gave them the strength. The Great Debaters is a Golden Globe nominee for Best Picture of the Year.
You wanted your chance. This is it.
Denzel Washington. The Great Debaters. Rated PG-13. Everywhere this Christmas.
There's a new game in town from the NFL. NFL Rush Zone. Come play at NFLRush.com.
Given the choice between betraying a friend and betraying your country,
There is no choice.
The Unit. New episode CBS Tuesday.
Coming up on the Subway postgame show, join JB, Dan, Shannon, Boomer, and Coach Cower for all the latest NFL scores and highlights. It's all coming up on the Subway postgame show. 4th down and inches for the Cleveland Browns at the 48-yard line. They're trying to put away Buffalo right here, who's out of timeouts.
They're not going to snap it. Take
Good
the
discipline.
timeout. Good discipline for Buffalo, and a pretty smart play by the Browns. I thought it was kind of a mistake not to take the field position with 2 minutes to go, the way your defense has been playing. Make Buffalo go the distance of the field. They still have to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Try and let Sastadil pin him back, even though he slipped on his last punt. Get the field position here.
On the other side, Roscoe Parrish hasn't had an opportunity to return one. He is an electric punt returner when given the chance.
You don't want Sastadil to slip on this punt.
Sastadil standing at the 36-yard line. This one end over end. Leonard fields it on the scoop. Leonard, tough running. He gets to the 30-yard line before being chopped down.
That's a pretty smart play, picking it up. You got to get every yard you can at this point. 1:51 to go with no timeouts. And here comes Trent Edwards on a day when the Buffalo offense has not been good, trying to go 70 yards
with no timeouts. And they need a touchdown.
Well, the weather has never been better today than it is right now, so they've got that going for them. And they'll be in no huddle here the rest of the way.
So Edwards in the shotgun. Fred Jackson in the backfield. Now Edwards steps up over the middle. Incomplete. Almost picked off by Lee Bott. That one deflected.
Yeah, that ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage when he released it. Lee Evans coming up, hooking up right in the middle. That ball got tipped at the line of scrimmage. You saw how far off it was. The ball falling through right through Bodden's hands. That's how close they were to putting this game away on that play right there.
2nd down and 10 at the 30. Wynn kicking up. Edwards fires up the sideline. Oh, it's caught. Reed at midfield in front of Sean Jones.
And they kept the clock running. for some reason, I guess they decided Josh Reed didn't get out of bounds. They kept the clock running on that play. They're right at midfield.
Bills quickly to the line of scrimmage. 20-yard gain. Edwards fires over the middle. Incomplete. Lee Evans lets it go right through his hands in front of McDonald.
You got to pull this in, and this is the play to Josh Reed. He makes the tough catch, knows he's going to get whacked, and stays on his feet, gets out of bounds, and they don't stop the clock. If it comes down to the last few seconds, I mean, if you don't get off your feet, I don't know how you don't keep the clock, stop the clock on that. But nevertheless, great play by Buffalo, and they've still got a chance.
2nd down and 10 at the 50. Edwards dumps it off. Jackson with the seam. Jackson trying to get out of bounds, and he does. A 15-yard gain, so a 20-yard gain and a 15-yard gain in 3 plays.
Yeah, Gus, and you think about this last week, the Browns let the Jets back in the game late in the 4th quarter. They just didn't keep their foot on the gas long enough, and it looks like the Bills, with an opportunity to make this close, all they need is one touchdown, a little bit just like the Jets last week, and it got a lot closer than the Browns liked it in New York.
1st down and 10 at the Cleveland 35. Edwards throwing it up top. Incomplete. Evans had a step on Brandon McDonald, the rookie out of Memphis. And don't forget, coming up on the Subway postgame show, join JB, Dan, Shannon, Boomer, and Coach C for all the latest NFL scores and highlights. That's all coming up on the Subway postgame show.
And that ball looked at, when he threw that up there, it looked like it sprouted wings. It started fluttering, it started fading out of the bound. That ball didn't come anywhere near where Trent Edwards threw it when it came down. The wind really pushed it.
And watch Roscoe Parrish. He's the slot receiver at the top of your screen. Number 11. He's terrific in space. 2nd down and 10. Edwards fires. Incomplete. Evans, the intended receiver again. And right now, Trent Edwards is getting locked on Lee Evans. And Evans is just having a hard time tracking the football.
Yeah, Evans has one drop on this drive, the one right between his hands, and Edwards still trying to find him. Evans is their playmaker, there's no question. He is a great receiver, has not done much today, had a couple go through his hands, had trouble coming out of his breaks, and Edwards having a hard time putting the ball right on his body.
3rd down and 10 at the 35. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards with time over the middle, incomplete again. Intended for Robert Royal, and that'll bring up 4th down and 10.
Robert Royal coming down the middle of the field, and the Bills have had some success with their tight ends down there. Gaines just dropped one early in the game. That's just out of his reach, and I think the ball's moving quite a little bit when Edwards releases it.
And look at this crowd. Biggest play of the game. 4th down and 10 from the 35.
And this is 4th and season for the Buffalo Bills.
Edwards in the shotgun. He's made plays on this drive. And a whistle. A timeout called by the Browns. And they now have one timeout remaining as Trent Edwards heads over to the sideline to have a talk. And Romeo Crennel and Todd Grantham will meet with the Cleveland defense. So let's take a look at the game summary.
And it started out early on. The Cleveland Browns making some headway offensively, being able to find Braylon Edwards. And then Jamal Lewis with the big run down the sideline. And then this kick. The first kick was great. You saw the conditions, and those conditions led to this bad snap and the safety. And then this dynamic kick. 49 yards in a snowstorm. Dawson puts it through, and that's the scoring for the entire game. All Cleveland at this point.
Last time the Bills were shut out in a football game, December 27th of 2003, a 31-0 loss to New England. 4th down and 10 at the 35. Evans splits wide to the top of your screen. Parrish is at the bottom. Reed is in the slot at the bottom. Royal in the backfield with Fred Jackson to Edwards' left. Out of the shotgun. Here's Edwards. Steps up underneath. Caught! Lee Evans. First down, Buffalo. Clock continuing to run. What a throw. What a catch. The Bills scramble to the line of scrimmage. 30 seconds to go. That was a gain of 20, and Edwards spikes it. The Bills aren't done yet.
And that was a sensational throw, right where it needed to be. Evans didn't have to reach for it. He threw it right into his gut, and Evans pulls it down. You see there, the defenders making sure they stay on. That's Mike Adams, the safety, right there. Now he'll roll off, and then he'll jump back on Evans, trying to keep him from getting up. Smart play, but it didn't work as the Bills still got up and spiked it.
Evans out of the game, 2nd and 10 at the 15. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards looking underneath. It's caught. Reed breaks a tackle and gets out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Poole pushes him out of bounds. It's a 5-yard gain.
And this is just a game at the top. Roscoe Parrish is going to run off deep. Bodden stays with him. And that's a great job of defending by McDonald, the rookie coming up, staying with his man, not getting picked off by Parrish going deep.
3rd down, 5 of the 10. 21 seconds left. This rookie quarterback has grown up in this game. His team in good shape now. Out of the gun. Edwards looking with time in the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for Roscoe Parrish. And Lee Bodden was there defensively.
Parrish he's been doing this all game, going deep out of the slot. This time Edwards tries to get it to him. It's just that much out of reach. Bodden doing a nice job of shielding Parrish from being able to see the pass, not let alone catch it.
So that brings up 4th down and 5 at the 10.
15 seconds left.
Last week, Buffalo with some success with their tight end. Robert Royal had 2 touchdowns. He's at the bottom of your screen as a tight end. Here's Edwards looking. They find Jackson, and he won't get in. He won't pick up the first down, and that'll do it. Sean Jones with the tackle. And the Cleveland Browns will pick up their 9th win. Great effort by Buffalo. But the Browns bend but do not break, and with 3 seconds left, they'll take a knee and pick up win number 9.
Well, it's a nice little screen pass, a good thought. Get the ball, make sure you complete the pass, give your guy a chance to make the play, but just too many Browns running too far up the field. The blockers had a hard time sorting through them. It was a valiant effort by the Buffalo Bills on that final drive. It was probably their best drive of the day when the pressure was on. They just came up short, and the Browns will walk away with the victory.
Congratulations to the Cleveland Browns. Derek Anderson will hold on to that football.
So the Browns inching closer to a playoff berth with that victory over Buffalo. Let's take you to Jacksonville at Pittsburgh. Jacksonville ahead by 7. Let's join the announcers, Greg Gumbel and Dan Deerdorf.
My group out there getting run on like this. You just don't come into Pittsburgh and run against the Steelers the way Fred Taylor and the Jaguars have done today. Taylor. Not when you know it's coming. You can't stop it. Najee Davenport from the 11. Huge hole, a big hole up the middle, and look at him go out to about the 42-yard line. Welcome to those of you joining us here at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Along with Dan Deerdorf, I'm Greg Gumbel. Jacksonville has just taken a 29-22 lead on Pittsburgh. David Garrard, Fred Taylor, and the rest of the Jacksonville offense have been magnificent.